Yo, what's up guys? It's Noah here, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking through a couple player props I like on Prizepicks for today's NBA slate on Monday, March the 6th. Now we got a 6-game slate for Monday, so a decent sized slate. I'm actually recording this video on Sunday night, so these are kind of some early plays I like for this Monday slate. You can see what's on the board right now. There's not a ton on the board right now. We don't have any fantasy score props up yet. You guys know I like to look through the fantasy score props. That's my favorite category to look at. So not going to be able to post any of those in this video, but as always, I will be sharing more plays over on Patreon once we get more props added to the board later on Monday. But for I got two picks I do want to share in this video, two early props I like. I got a PRA prop I'm liking for today, and then have an under that I'm liking that we're going to talk about. It's an under on a turnover prop. So we're going to talk through these two plays, guys. We're going to share why I like them, but before we do get started breaking down the plays, as always, if you guys enjoy these Prizepicks videos, if they do help you out, make sure you hit that like button down below, hit that subscribe button if you have not yet, and if you guys are new to Prizepicks, if you have never checked out Prizepicks before, you can sign up, use my promo code NOAH. When you do sign up with my promo code, Prizepicks will match your first deposit up to $100. So if you deposit $25, they'll double that and they'll give you $50. If you deposit $50, they'll double that, give you $100. You deposit $100, they'll double that, you have $200. So you'll get your first deposit matched up to $100 when you do sign up with my promo code. Obviously, you can tell the two picks I give out in this video. You can take a look at Prizepicks board, see all the other props they have to offer. On Prizepicks, you can mix and match sports, so you can do multi-sport entries if you like to dabble into other sports besides NBA. Prizepicks does offer a ton of other sports outside of just NBA, so give them a try. Make sure to use that promo code, guys, when you sign up, and make sure to get your deposit bonus. But let's talk through these two plays for Monday. Hopefully, we can get on a good track on Monday, get on the right track, I would say. Start off the week well. Obviously, last week, we didn't have the greatest week overall, especially like towards the end of the week, in the weekend. Things just didn't go our way. We had Walker Kessler, come up one rebound short while getting pulled early for the blowout. On Saturday, we took Şengün's over in fantasy score, and he lost by 1.5 or 2 points. He came up just short. So super frustrating to have a couple, close calls over the weekend that didn't go our way. But hopefully, new week, we can get back on track, guys. And let's talk through them. Let's talk through these two plays I like for Monday. We'll start off with the PRA category. So I have a PRA prop I'm liking, and then again, we're going to talk about this under for a turnover prop that I'm liking. Now for PRA, we're going to go to a guy that you guys know. I bet on him before. I've taken over on him many times, and I feel like he always disappoints for me. It seems like every time I take an over on him, he just plays like shit. That's going to be Bam Adebayo. I do like his over on PRA today, 31.5. Love this matchup for him against Atlanta. This is a matchup that Bam has had a lot of success in, and we just saw these two teams play on Saturday. Bam had a big game, put up 46 points, rebounds, and assists. In that game, he had 30 points, 11 rebounds, and 5 assists in that game against Atlanta. And again, this is a matchup that Bam has had a lot of success in. So over the last 10 games where he's faced Atlanta, he's over this line in 8 out of his last 10 against the Hawks. He's over this line in, I believe, 5 straight against Atlanta. He just seems to always do well against them, and it's a pretty good matchup. Atlanta's not the best defense overall. Their defense against centers has not been great in terms of points allowed to centers, rebounds allowed to centers. They're in the top half of the league in both of those categories. And you look at a lot of these games where Bam went under his PRA line. These were all pretty tough matchups. He had to face Philly twice. He had to face the Knicks. It was surprising to see him do as poorly as he did against Charlotte. You would think against Charlotte, that's one of the best matchups possible for a center. You would have thought he would have done better in that matchup against Charlotte. But definitely, we'll give him a pass in these matchups against Philly, against the Knicks. This is a spot where Bam should definitely have some success, and it's a matchup he's had a lot of success in this season. And you look at his numbers without Kyle Lowry this season, he continues to play really well without Kyle Lowry. He sees a boost overall in his production, just in terms of usage. Gets one of the bigger bumps in usage on the team. And you look at usage rates this season with Kyle Lowry off the floor, the usage has pretty much been dominated by Hero, Butler, and Bam, like you would expect. Hero's got a 27% usage rate without Kyle Lowry this season. Butler 26.5%, and then Bam 26.4%. The next highest guy is Victor Oladipo at 20%. So we can expect the offense to really run through the main three guys from Miami: Tyler Hero, Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo. And specifically Bam, in the games he's played without Lowry this season, he's been really good. He's played 19 games without Kyle Lowry this season, and he's over this PRA line in 13 out of 19 games. And a lot of the games he went under, again, were tougher matchups. He had to face Philly twice. There was a couple games he had to face the Bucks. He had to face the Knicks. These are all teams that have really good defense against centers. Obviously, this is a matchup that I think Bam can exploit, and it's a matchup he's been able to exploit against a weak Atlanta defense that is not good defensively against centers, that has struggled on the glass. And I think this is a spot where Bam could definitely really dominate on the glass. He had 11 rebounds last time these teams played in their 3 games against Atlanta this season. Bam's had 11, 13, and 8 rebounds. His assist numbers have also been kind of trending up lately. Normally when it comes to a guy like Bam, sometimes he can get you like 6, 7, 8 assists, and then sometimes he might only get like 1 or 2 assists. But over his last few games, his assist numbers have been really strong. Last game, he had 5 assists. The game before that, he had 4, 2, 2, 4. There was a game he had 1, but then he had 6 assists. So usually he can get you like 3, 4, 5 assists. I think this is a spot where he should definitely be able to eat up on the boards. I'm hoping for close to double-digit rebounds, and I think 20-plus points is definitely in the range of outcomes as well. He's had at least 20 points in every single game against the Hawks this season. These are his PRA lines in the 3 games he's faced Atlanta this year. He's had 30 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, so 46 PRA. That was the game Saturday they played. Then he had 20 points, 13 rebounds, 5 assists, so 38 PRA. And then he had 32 points, 8 rebounds, and 1 assist, so 41 PRA. Just been doing really well in this matchup, and it's one I think Bam can definitely exploit. And I know, man, it's frustrating because it seems like anytime I like a spot for Bam, he just plays like shit. But I feel like this is a good spot for him. Hopefully, he can come through for us. I understand if some people don't want to take it just because Bam has let them down before. But I've said this before, and I've said it multiple times. When you're betting player props, and when you're playing DFS as well, you just can't let your emotions take over how you bet. If you like a spot for a guy, if it's a good bet, you just bet it. Don't worry about, the players never hit for me, or this and that. I try not to make those excuses. I try and just look at the bet, not even really think about the player, just think about the projection and the matchup and stuff like that. So give me the over on 31.5 PRA for Bam Adebayo as our first play for today. And then the next play I like is going to be an under. We're going to go to the turnover category. I'm going to take under 4.5 turnovers for Trae Young. And this is a scary spot, I will be honest. Trae Young has had a lot of troubles against Miami. Miami's done a pretty good job defensively on Trae Young. These teams did just play on Saturday. Trae Young did have 5 turnovers in that game, so he did go over this line in that one. But he's gone under this line in a large majority of his games this season. He's played 57 games total. He's had 4 turnovers or less in 36 out of 57 games. So about 63% of his games this season, he's gone under this turnover line. I think this line is definitely inflated because of the matchup with Miami. And you look at Trae Young's game log against Miami, just like last 4 or 5 games. 5 turnovers on Saturday when they just played. And then he had 10 turnovers against Miami. But then they played in November. He only had 3 turnovers. 7, 8, 4, 4, 8, 7, 7, 4, 2, 8, 4, 3, 5. So those are all the Trae Young's, all of his games, pretty much since he came into the league back in 2018. Those are his turnover numbers versus Miami. This line is inflated because the matchup against Miami is tough. But I mean, Trae Young, he's a high turnover guy, I'll be honest. But I was looking at the turnover prop, and I saw the 4.5 line for Trae Young, and I just thought that was way too high. And I looked at DK Sportsbook, and anytime, I like to compare. If I find a prop that I like and there's odds available, I definitely like to take a look at the odds and see what they are. The over on Bam Adebayo's PRA, it's already juiced. The juice is already on the over. That line is like minus 125 on DK Sportsbook, and then the under on Trae Young turnovers right now on DK Sportsbook is actually minus 130. So there's a lot of juice coming in on this under on DK Sportsbook, which I like to see. Again, I know the matchup's kind of scary against Miami, and Miami's done a pretty good job defensively on Trae Young just ever since these teams have played, dating back to the playoffs. What was it, last year or 2 years ago? I know they did a really good job slowing down Trae Young, but man, I feel like he can get out of this game with less than 5 turnovers, and if he goes out there and has 5 turnovers, then whatever, so be it. But he's played, a large majority of his games this season with 4 turnovers or less, and even though Miami does pressure the ball a lot, they do kind of trap a lot. Hopefully, Trae Young can get out of this game with less than 5 turnovers. Again, the odds on DK Sportsbook heavily favor the under right now. So that's what I'm going to roll with as a 2-pick entry for today, kind of an early 2-pick. Bam Adebayo, more than 31.5 PRA. Trae Young, less than 4.5 turnovers. If I find any more plays, which I'm sure I will, later on Monday, once more props get added, I will be sharing some more plays for today over on Patreon. If you guys want to check those out, as always, that is linked down below in the description. Last week was a frustrating week, I'll be honest. Felt like we had a lot of close calls, a lot of things just didn't go our way, at the end. But hopefully this will be, new week. Hopefully we can get back on track here starting Monday. And hopefully these 2 picks can come through for us. So this is what I'm liking for Monday slate, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button down below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you have not yet. And if you guys, again, are new to the channel, and if you have never checked out Prizepicks before, you can sign up for Prizepicks. You can use my promo code NOAH. When you do sign up for Prizepicks with my promo code, Prizepicks will match your first deposit up to $100. Take a look at all the props they have available already for Monday slate. Obviously, I'm making this video on Sunday night, so these are really, this is not the full board. We're still waiting for a lot of props to get added, but take a look at the board again sometime Monday afternoon. You'll see a ton of props from every game, from just about every starter. If there's anything that stands out to you, just take more or less. It's as simple as that. You have to make at least 2 picks. You can make up to 6 picks. You can win up to 25x your money on Prizepicks. A lot of fun. You guys definitely need to be playing over there. Make sure when you sign up, use that promo code NOAH, and you will get your deposit bonus when you do sign up with my promo code. But that's all that I got for tonight, guys. Hope you guys all enjoy your Monday night. Hopefully, we can win some money tonight, get back on track, start the week off well. But I wish you guys the best of luck on the slate, and we will see you in the next video. Peace.